Hello.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Break Even Sports Show. There's three of us tonight. We're missing just one person.
Not two, one.
Yeah. Did I say two?
No, I'm just saying. I
say.
was going to say it ahead of you. You're like, no. There's only one.
No,
one.
we're only missing one, but still, there's three of us here tonight. Obviously, I'm your host, the prospector, doing the second-rate job compared to Mr. Producer. But we also have two gentlemen that you see on two times on Mondays, Mr. Mayor and Mr. Dad Hat. How are you guys doing tonight?
Doing good.
Pissed off as hell with this damn pollen.
And if you guys are wondering why in the world I'm talking about them being on twice, you can also join the Monday mornings.
6 a.m. Eastern, talking Carolina sports, North and South Carolina.
And what do we call that show, Mr. Mayor?
Breakfast Takes.
Breakfast Takes. Whoa. Breakfast Takes with the mayor to my right, at least on the screen, and then to the left, I guess it's left with everyone watching, and then below me is Mr. the Dad Hat. So make sure to watch Breakfast Takes every Monday morning at 6 a.m. Eastern time to get to learn everything you can about Carolina sports.
I mean, I don't know if they're going to learn anything.
Oh, I think they're going to learn a whole bunch.
Today we had a good show today. It was fun.
Yeah, they learned about headlight repair, and
I thought you were about to say head lice, and I was going to say, man, what a riveting show talking about head lice.
Let me tell you, it was very riveting talking about head lice.
Yeah, and we covered the new alternate identity that's being brought back by the Fireflies, the Capital City Bombers, which MLB is still not allowing them to market. So I'm going to do my part. I'm working on a few things. Might need Ed's help.
I'm going to switch things up. Yeah, I'm going to switch things up on Break Even. We normally do this on the DHC Sports Show, which you can watch Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8 o'clock Eastern time with the three of us, but also with Mr. Producer, who's normally on this show as well. And also, I don't know, some other guy that does some average stuff. I don't know. You may have heard of him, Eric Profit.
Yeah, he's
influencer.
Yeah,
he's average. But anyways, I thought it would be good to bring to this show what hat are we wearing tonight and what are we drinking. So Mr. the Dad Hat, if you're drinking something other than water, let us know. And
I was drinking cherry Pepsi because we had burgers tonight. But then I'm wearing just a new Arrow hat tonight. Look at this thing.
Oh,
just plain simple.
I like that. A plain Jane. I like that one.
Yeah, and it's very comfortable. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And so yeah.
Yep. Hi to the chat.
Yeah. What's up? What's up,
chat room?
Yeah. And so Mr. Mayor, what are you wearing tonight and what are you drinking?
Well, I'm just drinking water. I'll still go ahead and mention that.
With this damn pollen, I'm drinking nothing but water. God.
That's right.
So I've got one of my 2026 World Cup hats on.
Oh, I like that one.
Oh, I had this one a while back. This is one of the ones I picked up at CVS randomly, and it's a foam trucker, but I like the logo they've got on there for the 2026 World Cup.
I like that. Very, very nice.
Yeah, that's super nice.
Yeah, so I figured I'd throw that on. So check out what soccer talk and stuff. So
yeah, for sure.
Cool. Yep.
And tonight, even though this isn't what we're talking about necessarily tonight I am wearing the Hickory Crawdads. So a little bit of talk about Carolina sports talk. We got the Hickory Crawdads at Hickory, North Carolina. Again, Shout out to the chat. And I'm also drinking some sweet tea, and I also have some water here as well.
Awesome.
Yeah. So
what up, Phil?
Out. When does the Mike, I'm gonna sit here and say it. Even though your team busted my bracket officially, of course it was really bad even to begin with. But Jorge, thanks for the compliment, my man. Appreciate that. And but congratulations to Iowa, Mike.
Whatever.
And, two big wins. And listen, I know there's one of us on here that's probably not going to be sharing that with you because of the team that was beaten along the way. But congratulations to your Hawkeyes.
Yeah, I owe him lunch now, so I got to go down there and buy him some food.
Oh, Mike, make sure it's the Michelin 5-star. The Michelin 5-star.
I told him this wasn't going to be like we're working a job and go grab a McDonald's or something. I'm going to go down there. We have a sit-down restaurant, someplace he wants to go that he doesn't normally go. And yeah, so I'm going to run down there one day coming up and get him some lunch. So
Yep, Mike, 5-star Michelin, not Arby's.
Let him know, Mike. Pay up, son.
And and hey, his Iowa women, man, that was a crazy game today against Virginia. I cannot believe that Virginia won that game. I'll say this. We talked about reviews killing football for a long time. We talked about the review process in baseball taking forever when they need to. I mean, come on. They had several reviews in the last 2 minutes of that game that took, I want to say 10 minutes each. And they reversed or they added on to it. They had a foul call. They upgraded the call to a flagrant foul.
Wait, I thought they weren't supposed to be adding fouls, and
they were changing shit. They were changing shit, upgrading calls. Then so Iowa shot free throws, Virginia shot free throws, Virginia got the ball. Next possession down, there's another one. Another 10-minute review went Iowa's favor. I'm like, what are y'all doing? And they just totally disrupted the whole flow of that game.
Man,
Virginia ended up winning that thing, man. It was awful. So anyway,
well,
that ain't cool.
Oh,
man. But anyway, so yeah, shout out to Phil, who's checking us out from the booth. He was with us this morning having breakfast with Breakfast Takes. Yep.
Did you see the post that he tagged you at? Did he tag you
on
it?
Yeah,
that was cool.
That was awesome.
Cool.
Phil does some good social media.
Phil does great social media.
Absolutely.
So uh-oh. Cuts MV.
My bad.
Uh-oh.
Probably because of me.
I think you probably mean someone. I was wondering if he meant someone at the site, not you. But
I mean, it could be me too. So.
Oh yeah, it might have gone out over the airwaves.
There we
go. Son of a. Yeah. What the mother?
Ed's being broadcasted at Midland Valley.
We'll get with this too.
Yeah. But speaking of basketball, for those of you that follow us a lot, we have a bracket going on ESPN, and the two gentlemen that are with me are doing quite well. Yours truly has completely bombed.
Yeah,
let's see. The only person I'm doing better than for this at this very second in time, and I mean that just at this second in time, is the gentleman that is not with us tonight, Mr. Producer. He's currently in last place, but don't worry, Virgil, if you're watching this, I will most assuredly be taking your place and why is that? Because I picked the Florida Gators to win the whole flipping thing.
Oh,
yikes.
So what do the kids say? We done out here.
Well, I've got one leg done. I'm a 3-legged dog right now because I got one leg that's done. All the way to the final four.
I'm still in it all the way with my final. Yeah.
Listen,
I don't have a final game, so
I don't have a leg to stand on. Okay, I'm barely crawling at this point because I already made some shocking picks that backfired massively already. So my last hope was
the whole point of this, right? Like just to. Honestly, we're not experts when it comes to college basketball, although I will give Virgil some crap about it because he watches more college basketball than us, and he is in dead last, and we're not. I'm just putting that out there. So just saying.
I'm just telling everyone that I'm in the top 10.
There you go.
There's only 10 of us.
They don't.
I didn't say I had to give them every detail. I just said that I was in the top 10.
Let them know what they need to know.
Exactly.
They don't need to know.
Because if you don't know, now you know. Not finishing that line. Anyways,
moving phone a little further away.
There we go. Moving phone a little further away.
Probably a good idea. We'll try to keep it somewhat clean. Although if we start talking about Tottenham, I don't think Ed's mouth's going to hold.
Don't get me started, bro.
Well, speaking
of, so there wasn't. Well, we'll get to Tottenham. Let's.
Well, yeah, we're not getting to that one just yet. I wanted to go over. So this weekend was match day 31 in England of the English Premier League. So for those of you that follow, I was going to go over just some of the scores. Let's see. Bournemouth and Man United drew 2-2. Man United got a red card in that game, and I want to say that this is like the 6th match in a row that they've failed to beat Bournemouth over the last few seasons. So Man United had a little bit of a stumble, but they're very well positioned for a Champions League spot at this point. But the same can't be said for Liverpool. They lost 2-1 against Brighton, and that hurts their chances. But they're still well within it because there's other teams around them that don't want to win either, and we'll get to that. But Virgil's beloved Fulham beat Burnley 3-1. Well, Crystal Palace would have played Man City, but Man City had a little business to take care of in the Carabao Cup final that we will get to in just a minute. But but since we're on Palace, Mr. Mayor, how do you feel about that?
I mean, I guess I shouldn't say, because if the roles were reversed, I would want the day off to prepare for that final as well. But tough luck. I mean, you should have had to play Crystal and then turn around the next day and play that game.
That ain't happening. That ain't happening in soccer, bro.
I know, but
you weren't playing 24 hours.
It should.
You weren't playing 2 games in 48 hours.
Yeah. Like, if anything, they should have moved the Carabao Cup to like Monday or something, or Tuesday.
They don't care.
That ain't gonna happen.
So now, but see, now what that's going to happen is going to have to reschedule this game. They're both going to end up with 2 league games in the same week. Which, like, what's the difference? What's the difference?
They don't
get it. I know they don't care.
No, it's called fixture congestion. That's what we call it.
Yeah.
So Ed, we were just talking about how Crystal Palace would have played Man City. But that game was postponed because of a small little thing known as the Carabao Cup final.
The Carabao. Oh, what a shame. Carabao.
I know, right?
I do like their logo, by the way, the Carabao logo.
Yeah.
It's a pretty cool logo. I'll say that.
I actually have that on a training jersey.
Do you?
I do, because Chelsea used to have a training kit where Carabao was their sponsor.
No way.
Yeah. So it's kind of wild to have it on there, and because Carabao they were like the on-shirt sponsor for a few teams for a while. It was like they were spending a whole bunch of money on front of shirt sponsorships, and then all of a sudden they kind of disappeared, other than being the sponsor of the Carabao Cup.
Yeah.
Let's see. Well, speaking of teams that don't want to play in the Champions League, Chelsea got absolutely dominated this weekend by Everton. Yes, Everton fully deserved their 3 points. what did we always say? Chelsea didn't show up to the races.
I love the highlight, or the headline on that. Beto scores 2 as Everton pile misery on Chelsea. That's a great, well-written headline right there.
Well, there was another one that called them hapless.
Yikes.
There was another one that called them poor. Listen, if you follow all the English papers or on Sky Sports or BBC or whatever, you're going to see some lackluster is another one that they
a miserable 10 days for Chelsea culminated in a chastening 3-0 defeat.
Yeah.
The English language is well and alive in England.
It is indeed. So I'm waiting for Big Chew Poppy to come in and talk trash about Chelsea. So I'm sure he'll be in here at some point.
Eventually he'll show up. Don't worry.
Yeah, he will. He will. And I can throw shade back, but at the same time, I can't really talk because, and I'm not going to make up excuses for my team. They didn't deserve it, and right now I don't think they deserve to be in the Champions League. I mean, the table doesn't lie over 38 games.
Yeah,
it just doesn't. So, Leeds and Brentford drew 0-0. So, let's see, Mr. Terry McCutcheon. I know that he likes to. If he can't join us live, what I love is he actually goes back and watches us after after we record this. So Terry, big shout out to you, my friend. Thank you for your support. But in the Tyne Ware derby between Sunderland and Newcastle, Sunderland took the game 2-1. So well done to Sunderland. Aston Villa boosted their chances of getting a Champions League spot despite their best efforts to get out of that position with a 2-0 win against West Ham, which is, I'm sure, a result, Ed, that your team was very happy about because that keeps your team out of the relegation zone.
For now.
Because
yep,
the game that the Premier League game everyone was looking forward to this weekend because of it was a massive implications for it. Nottingham Forest beats Tottenham 3-0 at Tottenham. So at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. So Ed, I'm going to turn it over to you. What are your thoughts?
Honestly, didn't even watch it most of it at all. Be honest with you, I did see a couple of things where it says the fans were out there, like they were still not giving up on the team, and I'm like, I would have given up a while back ago, son. So there's that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I don't know, like, how do you feel about like the talent on your team? Like, I think
they all suck.
I still think you got too much talent to be down where you guys are.
No, they're just not performing.
You know what it is, and I think this is something that's also very evident with a lot of teams where there's like a lot of good superstars, but not enough team players, right? And so that's the issue with Tottenham. It's like you got a lot of good superstars that are on this team, but they're not enough team players. So like you're gonna have to do some real soul searching real soon because you cannot be going in and try to, just because you're Tottenham, just because you have the money in the stadium and all that, doesn't mean that people are going to kind of want to play with you for you anymore. So you're going to have to really look and say, okay, who is going to be a good team player going forward, and who is it that we need to say, you know what, I think it's time for you to go somewhere else. I think it's time for us to just go our separate base. And there's going to have to be some difficult conversations being had, in the near future.
Yeah, I mean, I think really good points. I think that the first thing that everyone always goes after, and this isn't just in soccer, this is in any sport, is they go after the manager or the coach or, whatever you call the person in charge.
Right.
But at some point, the players for their own, self-respect and pride have to start putting in performances on the pitch, because no coach or manager can play the game for you. They are responsible for putting you in better positions to win. Yeah. But at the end of the day, you have to perform. That's why I think when teams win, credit should go to the players a lot of the time. And it can be for a coach too, for knowing how to make the right moves. But at the end of the day, the performances come from the players on the pitch, on the field, on the diamond, on the court, whatever it is. Eventually, they have to perform. Donnie, I'm sorry.
100%.
I was just going to say they've got to care. I was going to say, and I haven't watched them play at any point really to know if this is true, but I don't know if it's the way they are. They're just not like, they're like, not that they've given up, but I think they're just like, they're kind of over this. Like they kind of have given up, I guess, in some ways.
Yeah.
And the players are just like, you know what, screw this. I'm ready for this to be over with and move on to the next.
It's funny you say that because Mickey Van de Ven, one of the Tottenham defenders, was asked midweek, had they given up? And of course, no player in their right mind is going to go into a press conference and say we've given up.
Right.
He suggested that it was ridiculous to suggest that the players don't want it anymore, that they've given up, but it's hard.
Well, the play on the field, on the pitch, shows that they don't care.
Yeah.
They're just disinterested.
Well, try convincing. The only way you're going to convince Tottenham supporters of that, and Ed, you would know this better than I do because you're a supporter.
Yeah.
But I just think in general for football supporters, you're going to dictate what they think through results and through actions on the pitch. That's the only way you're going to change minds. Words don't really mean a lot.
That's what I'm saying. Play better, act better. Like your demeanor on the pitch shows you that you give 0 Fs. Just did that for you, Phil. right? Because I really wanted to say some choice words. You know, should I put earmuffs? Should I do the earmuffs or should I do the mute button, Phil? But come on, man. Here's that my issue is like, oh yeah, we care. No, you don't. If you care, what you will be seeing is that you're playing better. Like your play shows us that you have no care in the world. You're just getting paid, and at the end of the day, boom, convinces Chelsea fans that the team still cares. Listen,
we have the same misgivings about our club right now. It's just
I mean, act like it bothers you that you're not winning. Sometimes it doesn't seem like they
don't care. They're just like, all right, we lost another one, another match.
And for me,
I have not bought another. I've been wanting to buy a new hat for Tottenham to wear and all that, or like a hoodie or something. I'm not wearing anything. I'm not buying anything because I'm embarrassed right now to be a Tottenham fan.
And part of me just feel, I'm not saying this is every single player. I'm saying an overarching theme I'm seeing from this generation of players.
Agreed.
Is that it doesn't feel like a matter of life and death that they lose. And yeah, I get sports is not the only thing in life, right? I understand that.
Well, I think we all get that. Yeah, for sure.
We do, but it just feels like, for me personally, that sometimes like there's players that are kind of like joking after they lose, and it's like, you see smiles on them, and it's like, I don't really want to see that. Like I don't want you to personally be doing badly or to not have joy in your life. I mean, obviously I hope you do, because there is more to life than football
and just sports.
Sport. Yeah. But also take pride in your job. And
but
nobody's asking you to live it off the pitch or the court or the field or whatever. When you're walking on the, as we say, when you step on between the lines, that's when it needs to be. Yeah. That's all that matters. And for that time you're playing, that's all that matters. Then you can step away from it. And that's and it's not just not just the soccer. I mean, we've seen it. We saw it with the WBC, with the US players, back to what Ed said earlier about, we got too many stars and not enough team players.
It's been the same thing again. Yeah.
Just in Major League Baseball in general. But I mean, insert NBA. NBA is exactly the same way. Like they don't care. All they care is, am I getting that bag? And do I, they're not even playing the full amount of games. Like,
right.
How
this
can
is
you
not a hobby.
You're 20-something years old. How can you be worn out playing 82 nights? Like, so I do not believe that. Right. I'm almost 60. I would give anything to play 82 games.
That was just going to say that, like, to Mike's point right there. No, like, they don't get the players here. Like, well, the fans don't care. No, honestly. Listen, I have a job, and then we're doing this live streaming thing, like, because we want this to be our full-time job. So we're putting the extra effort every day and every night, right? So like for a player to go out there and then to not show any emotion after a game, acting like you don't care. If you listen, perception is everything, right? Perception is everything, and that we're in the day and age of every cell phone is on you, so you need to be aware of that. So if you know that you're going to be you don't care, then at the very least do it indoors away from the camera so no one can see that, because right now what they're seeing is you're just lollygagging your way throughout the pitch and in and after the match, I'm sorry, right, and the pitch, and you're acting like you don't care. So like of course the fans are paying a lot of money, lots of pounds, to go watch a game.
Yeah.
And you show that kind of attitude towards, like, you have no respect for the team. Yeah. No respect for yourself.
Yeah. And I agree with Mike about, like you said, like what the three of you have been saying is just your wage packet, like what you're getting paid. And that's across any sport. I mean, unless you're like a minor league baseball player that's really not making, all of that. I mean, those people are down there trying to make it for the love of the game, right? 100%. I mean, they want to make it to the show so they can make that bag. But then it's almost like once you get that bag, like Donnie was saying, it's almost like you get complacent.
Yeah.
And it's like Mike's saying here, this isn't a side hustle. This is your job. Like if we get lackadaisical in our jobs, right? We're not going to have one.
Right.
No.
and most of us probably don't have like hundreds of thousands of pounds or dollars to fall back on to, to where it's not a problem, pre-retirement if you can't get something else. I mean,
come on, man, be better.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's.
And the thing is, I mean, if you play hard one night and you got to play back-to-back nights, again, I'm going back to basketball and with those guys, just for comparison, like, why do you have to sit out? You can go out there and play. You don't even have to play the whole game. You don't have to play 100%. Give us 60, 70%. I mean, hell, I'd rather, if you're going to half-ass something, I'd rather you half-ass the second game of a back-to-back night than just to sit out completely.
Mike, sorry, I jumped to conclusions. My bad.
Yeah,
I'm just annoyed by the whole situation. I'm annoyed by the whole thing. That it's just like you want to support, like you're there, like what I mean. It's like me. I'll put it this: it's like me and the Guardians, right? Like 2016, almost made it to the World Series, and then after that, they took a massive dive. Why? Because the owner says like, oh, I just don't have the money, bro. You're worth $400+ billion. Phil, earmuffs, shut the fuck up.
That's right.
No one cares about you. Like, you don't have any money. Like, if you don't have the money, like for example, for an ownership, then sell the team. If you're a player and you don't care about what you're doing, then go somewhere else that people are not going to care about what you do. Because right now, I have no sympathy whatsoever for a major league player, NBA player, football player, soccer player telling me, "Oh, it's tough." You know what? It's tough out here paying $3+ of gas. It's tough out here with with the price of eggs, with the price of food, and being hours in a TSA line. I have no sympathy for people acting like, "Oh, it's tough out there." None whatsoever. I have no sympathy. I'm out of them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a question of putting things into perspective, right? So
yeah.
I mean, like the players that I respect are the ones that are like, we get paid a lot of money to play a kid's game.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm sorry. I just went on a little rant, so I apologize.
No, it's fine. No, I agree with you. I mean, it's like there are real. I mean, I joke on
real life consequences out here.
Yeah,
and you're playing a kid's game, like you said.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and obviously I get on here and joke with both of you about private pool and Donnie's endless bank account, right? But at the same time, I mean,
not endless.
What's that?
It's not endless, but go ahead.
Well, I mean, pretty close.
But it's still a pool.
Yeah, no, pretty close. But anyways,
man, this pollen is killing me right now.
Yeah, but I mean, truthfully, I mean, it is tough for a lot of people out there. I mean, that's a fact of the matter. And Ed, to your point, a lot of people pay a lot of money to go and see these teams play. And they want to see their favorite players play. But, in soccer, you may think you're going to see Lionel Messi play, but you might not, because, you may pay in anticipation of that. But you could say the same thing for like.
Don't get me started with this load management bullshit.
Well, I was going to say, but like the NBA is famous for it, right? Like you think you're going to see Kevin Durant play or Steph Curry or
man, I see there's like you're sitting around on the bench and you're
Wemby or something like that, and but then
I don't think Wemby will be the kind of kid to do that.
No,
not so far. He doesn't seem like that one so far.
I'm not trying to. I didn't mean to.
No. But I know what you're talking about.
Big stars,
the stars.
Big stars.
Yeah.
So, it's
shit.
Yeah. So, or Jose Ramirez, right? Or Chris Bubich, like, I mean, you pay to see stars like that. But yeah. Ooh,
we're keeping up with you, bro.
Nice.
They had bases loaded, got two scores. All right, cool.
All right, Phil.
Let's go Midland Valley.
I have a feeling we're going to see Donnie at a Midland Valley game before too long.
I need to find out their schedule and maybe catch one for him.
Well, and Ed, he'll somehow miraculously end up with a hat. Yeah, man talks about me with all the hats, and then I see one and he's like, went to another Checkers game this weekend, got another hat, and I'm like, not your boy. So
well, Rhonda got her a hat. Well, I got Rhonda a hat because she loves Chubby, and I saw that was it the Japanese like Takashi or something like that? The
yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, they had that version of Chubby with the like angry growl. I was like, I got to get Rhonda this hat. So I got her that one, and then I went over to see our buddy Greasy Keys, and we only have one more game left. I bought a hat from him at the beginning of the season. It was the red and black version of the same hat.
So you bought the black and red version?
So I bought the white panel version this time. So I've got the black and white one this time. I got the black and red one earlier. But I come back and Rhonda rolls her eyes at me, and I'm like, I'm helping Greasy, man.
Gotta support the small business, baby.
Exactly.
Hey, listen, when I said another hat, Greasy liked that comment anyway.
He did.
So he recognized that you were supporting him.
Hey, I went over there to see him. It was right at the end of the game. It was like 7 or 8 minutes to go.
Greasy's a good dude, man.
Oh, I love Jason. Jason is awesome.
He is.
I get over there, and there were so many kids down there. Like they all go down there to get their hand. He's got these little stamps. He stamps stuff on their hands with and gives them stickers and all. And towards the end of the game, I guess that's a thing for all these little kids. I mean, there's like 25 kids down there. I could barely get down there to even see him. And I just went down there and like gave him a wave, a fist bump, quick conversation, got the hat, got out. So
good for him. Speaking of hats, have you guys looked at the new collaboration? 47 Brandon Rawlings.
No,
I saw that. Yes, I got an email today from 47 about that collaboration, pinstripe collection.
Yeah,
I'll tell you this. I'll be honest with you, Ed. Your boy's been trying to avoid hat emails like the plague.
I know he's like delete. I don't want to even look. I don't even tempt.
Bro, I must delete like 40 a day. Yeah. I mean, between all the teams and everything else. Oh.
Well, see, I had to go unsubscribe to a lot of the teams that I've bought stuff from over the years, and like I'm not planning to coming up. So
look at that. Look at how it says in the background on the back.
Oh, I like that.
Is Rawlings making a comeback?
Yeah, they've been making a comeback. Yeah, you're right.
Because that Bombers jersey I got is Rawlings, and we thought that was OT.
Well,
so
look at this.
They've been doing Rawlings has been making jerseys now for
a while now,
several years.
Oh yeah. I haven't. You don't see much. You don't see much of them when it comes to a lot of other things.
Yeah. Look at the listen. I'm not a pinstripe guy, but man,
I like the dark blue. Well, the Yankees one I saw was the dark blue.
The Yankees is nice. I saw the Yankees. Cleveland has one. I almost lost my, because I was like, wait, hold on a second. Look at this LA one.
Is there a Blue Jays one? Because normally
every team has one.
Look, they even got Expos.
Look at that Expos.
Man, they're gonna put an Expos in there and not put a Blue Jays.
The Expos with the red pinstripe. That is
nice. How legit is that, right?
Like
but
that.
Here, listen. I want to see. Look at the stitching on the.
Ooh, that's felt.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That is nice.
Ooh, that's very nice.
Damn it.
Oh, look, Ed's spending people's money again.
All right, so Phil says they play at Airport on Wednesday.
I saw that.
I might have to see if I can make that.
LA Angels.
Honestly, I thought he was joking, saying they were playing at the airport, and I'm like, I thought maybe they were going to play a game for the people in line.
No, well, it's almost at the airport because it's Airport High School, which literally is right next to the airport.
Look at that, guys. Look at that. Look at the Tampa Bay Rays one.
Oh, nice.
So, Donnie, I've just got to ask, since Mike brought it up, do you own a terminal at the airport?
No.
Okay. I didn't know how that worked.
Minnesota, I don't have time for that.
Minnesota got the Kirby Puckett one.
Ooh, the Kirby Puckett one. I like that.
Damn it, I might buy one.
I'm not going to buy one, Ed.
I will.
Ed, no, I'm not. Ed, I've done so well. No, we're good out here. We're good out here. Listen, I canceled some pre-orders, okay? So I did really
stitching.
well.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
I like it.
That's very well done.
I like it. Mike, see, this is why it's good you're here. You remind me of all these things.
And Donnie, look at that.
Yep.
Yeah. You're right, Mike. I'm sorry. That was very presumptuous of me.
All right. Anyways, I just wanted to show you guys that. That's all.
I forgot that Smithers went and got his pilot's license.
There's nothing wrong with Smithers getting his pilot license.
No.
I mean, but Donnie benefits. We all benefits from that. We got to remember that.
That's true. That's true.
By the way, can I do one more bitching?
That's fine. Yeah, go right ahead. Go ahead.
It was 88 today. It is it is 60 plus degrees out there right now. You know how pissed off I am right about now with this.
And it's supposed to be like 60 tomorrow and Wednesday, and then it's going to be back up to 80 by Friday, and then back in the 60s by Saturday, Sunday.
Do you know how pissed off I am because I have a game on Saturday, and we play at 1:00, and it's for here. It says supposed to be in the 50s. Lord Jesus. Oh, you got all this pollen. My throat is bothering the hell out of me. My nose is bothering me. I went to Costco and bought the Kirkland 365 pills, like we were talking about this morning, Donnie.
Yep, exactly.
For allergy pills, and then you got this going on. Listen, I can't.
Donnie, I love all these assets that you have. I mean, I don't envy your capital gains taxes, but man, I love all your assets, though.
Well, when you get to my level, you figure out how not to pay the taxes. So.
I like that. Yeah. Very nice. Very nice.
It's funny. John Travolta has his plane goes all the way into his garage.
Yeah, that neighborhood's not far from where my mom and stepdad used to live years ago. When I was in college, they lived in Port Orange, and that neighborhood's not terrible. I mean, it's not like a mile away. It's probably 20, 30 minutes away.
Must have been tough growing up in that environment.
It was. Is that Texas?
No, it's in Florida. It's Florida? Near Daytona. Yeah, it's near Daytona, gotcha. Florida.
Because I know there's another community such like that. It's just like that in Texas, where it's just like a airport community. Mm-hmm. That's it. That's all it is. It's like, you taxi your plane
to your house.
Your house. I'm like, geez, that is some money right there.
You have car garages and you have a hangar for your plane.
That's money right there.
Yeah, must be nice, isn't it, Donnie?
I wish I had that kind of money. I don't even have that kind.
Sure.
Mm-mm.
Don't worry, I'm not going to blow your cover. It's all good.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
I think if I got driving fast enough up the hill, I might could take off where I live now, but that's the closest I get.
Oh, well, listen, there's a lot of there was, at least when I went there, there was still some available land around your compound. So maybe you could build your own airstrip around there. I mean,
that could be an opportunity.
I don't expect you to be. I don't expect you to live in like a dense area, like like some people do. But I know there's some available land because I know there was some. It was like an exclusive private land right next to your compound. So,
there's 40 acres of wooded property behind my house. So,
we build a Sandlot baseball stadium there.
Yeah.
You can become the Lexington Broken Bats.
We can do an alternate, a South Carolina team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back. Kid is calling. Do it, daddy duty.
Well, speaking of, so there's one game we have not covered yet, and Donnie, I'd love to get your thoughts on it. The Carabao Cup final between Man City and Arsenal. This was Arsenal's chance to kind of really start. They had a chance to go for a quadruple because they were still, they have a good chance of winning the league. They're in the champion. They're in a good position in the Champions League. They had this Carabao Cup final, and then they're still in the FA Cup. Well, Man City, it was the master being the student because Man City beats Arsenal 2-0 to lift the Carabao Cup. So another trophy goes in Man City's trophy case, and Arsenal is left wondering what could have been. So,
I mean,
Donnie, did you get a chance to see any of this game? What did you think?
I did not. I wish I'd have had time to watch this today. But no, I didn't get to watch anything. Or excuse me, not yet today, Sunday. Wow. No, I was at the hockey game, and by the time we got back, no, I didn't see any of it.
Well, any thoughts on the result?
I mean, Arsenal can still point scoreboard at the table right now and say we got a 9-point lead. We're okay.
Yeah, I mean,
but I get it. It's a cup. It's a separate thing from the league. Yeah. I mean, they're 1-2 in the league, so Man City got this one. Maybe they get the next one.
Yeah, I mean, I would say with the Carabao Cup that it sets a tone for it's the first available trophy to win during the season in England. So
how many more games are left in the FA Cup?
In the FA Cup, they are in the quarterfinals, I think.
Okay, so a few more because I haven't looked at it in a week or so to see who they still have coming up. So
yeah, they're in the quarterfinals. So this actually was it. This.
Well, let's see.
Is it? Yeah, it's not so weekend. It's 2 weeks. It's weekend after this weekend after this coming weekend. So like the weekend of April 4th and 5th, or April 3rd to the 5th. There's going to be.
Because they play the 4th. Because this is the international break coming up this week, right? So so they got Southampton.
Yes.
Okay, so they win that, they get into the semis. Who's in the other quarterfinal?
Man City and Liverpool are playing. That's a big fixture.
Would you? Hey, what if it's Arsenal, Man City in the FA Cup final? That would be interesting.
I'm trying to figure out with the way the bracket is worked out, but
could it be?
Well, I don't know that they have a set up bracket because I think they'll have another like drawing after the semifinal. At least I think so. Because it's Man City, Liverpool in one, Arsenal, Southampton in another. Then there's West Ham against Leeds in a third quarterfinal, and then the final quarterfinal is Chelsea against Port Vale. So Chelsea has a chance to. Chelsea should make their way to the semifinals.
Okay.
But it would be a very Chelsea thing to lose to Port Vale. So Port Vale is League One, and they've made this kind of run into the. So they're playing with house money at this point. They are like good on Port Vale for making as far as they have, because this is kind of like the highlight of their season. So if Chelsea doesn't show up, Port Vale can win. I'm sorry. The magic of the FA Cup to me extends through any round. You don't have a divine right to make a semifinal or a final. And the way Chelsea's playing at the moment, I don't have confidence yet. I mean, based on paper, they should win comfortably.
Right.
But that doesn't mean they will. So, and Chelsea's had a very kind run to the quarterfinals at this point. But yeah, congratulations to Man City on winning yet another trophy. Pep Guardiola wins another one. He's not talked about a lot this season, but he's one of the best for a reason. And even though this is not a particularly elite Man City team, they did just enough to, they showed up when it mattered, and O'Reilly got 2 goals, and they win another trophy for Man City's trophy cabinet. So while Arsenal would have loved to have won it, they can still win a triple.
Yeah.
A treble. And we'll see what happens. I mean, they're in a great position to win the league. They have every chance to go on to lift the FA Cup if they play up to their up to their capabilities. And Champions League, I mean, they have as good a chance as anyone. Certainly from England.
Isn't Pep Guardiola thinking of leaving Man
City? There's a lot of talk about that. He's not confirmed anything.
Yeah, I know he hasn't, but
I don't think he will until like the close season. I don't think he's not the kind of manager. He's so focused.
No, he's definitely not going to leave, until the season is completely over.
But he's also the person that's so uber focused and so obsessed about the next game. He's not someone that's going to reveal his plans in the middle of the season. Some do, but he's not one of those people, I don't think. So I think or if he does, it's going to be done. Someone's going to leak it. I don't think it's going to come from him.
It won't come from him. He's earned that kind of respect.
Yeah, and if I remember correctly, when he was leaving Bayern Munich, he either did it in the winter break, like when they were on, when they were on a break, similar to like what Oliver Glasner did. I think that's when he said he was making that, he was going to be leaving for another opportunity, or he was leaving Bayern Munich. That he did that, but he's not one that's going to do it like in the middle of a congestion of fixtures.
Do you think he'll go back to La Liga?
You know, I don't see where he goes after Barcelona. I mean, I don't think, because there's only one other job he could take, which is Real Madrid, and he's not going to do that.
There's no way he would do that if he was
he's Catalan through and through. So the only thing I can think of is that he goes to France. Like if the PSG job ever opened up, I could see him maybe doing that, but I don't know.
Because he's already done the Bundes. He's done La Liga.
Yep.
Now the English Premier League, right?
Yep.
Serie A, maybe.
He could.
I just don't know where he could go. That's the thing.
I want to say he played in Serie A, I believe. Maybe did he play for Juventus? He played for one of those clubs,
right? So that would be my guess for me, right?
Let me see. He played. Okay, I was wrong. He played for Roma and Brescia. So because he played for Barcelona most of his career. I mean, the line, like 95% was played in Barcelona, but then he played in Roma toward the end of his career. He played sparingly for 3 years in Italy, and then played in Qatar as well, and then played in Liga MX as well.
That could be another one where he could go and dominate for sure.
Yeah, I just don't know what he wants to do. I think I can see him taking a break. Honestly,
become a commentator.
Yeah, I mean, I think he could be like Klopp and he can really do whatever he wants. I mean,
Jurgensen, if the man wants
it, yeah. If he wants a job,
he will go whatever he wants.
Yeah. There's going to be people queuing up out the door for him. I could see him even being like an ambassador for Man City, kind of like in an unofficial capacity.
Mm-hmm.
I could see him even doing that, but because one story that I've heard is that he might leave, and that either one of, even though I don't think it's going to happen right now because I think he's happy where he is, Vincent Kompany, going to take the Man City job, or Enzo Maresca taking the City job. Now, of the two, if I were City, I'd want Vincent Kompany. But
I know
at the same time, Vincent's doing a great job at Bayern Munich. I don't know that he wants to leave.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know that he wants to, and I don't know why he would want to. I mean, when you've got some of the players at his disposal that he's got, and other than maybe just for fear of getting complacent and wanting a new challenge, or just the lure, considering he spent so much time at Man City as captaining them. And
I don't know about you guys. I don't think I could ever get complacent. If I got somewhere where I had a team like that and I was making that kind of money and it was that easy, just to, like, it was dry on autopilot, I'm not wired to where that would bore me. I would just ride that out as long as I could.
Yeah, I don't know. There it is. Oopsie.
Phil, if you hadn't told us you would take a 9-7 lead, that's what always happens. It's like you announce the lead and then that's what happens. But let's go Midland Valley. I almost said let's go Hidden Valley, and I'm like, why did I just say that?
Here's the thing, though, Donnie, and I will push back on this one. Like, if you're someone like Pep Guardiola, right, who's won it on, you know what I mean? My mindset will go to all right, where can I go now that's gonna challenge me? Where's my next challenge? Where can I go and build another powerhouse, right? Because everywhere he's been successful.
Yeah.
Look at where he took Man City, right? And now I'm like, okay, where should I go to Serie A or Ligue 1, right? Like, or even hell, I know it'll never happen, but here in MLS, right? Come down here, coach somebody, like it's someone that's not gonna that's been nobody, and then just make it into a powerhouse, right? Because let's say that he comes to the MLS, that gives that league a level of like that we've never seen before, right?
Yeah.
Of sophistication, if you want to put it, or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, I get it. Seeking a new challenge. For me personally, I'm like, yeah. I mean, maybe one day I'd want a challenge, but it wouldn't be because I got bored. It would just be like, somebody just like gave me way more incentive to come do that. And I'm sure that's what happens to a lot of these. They don't leave because they're bored, but sometimes it just seems like they are. And I don't get that. Like you got something that's running well. I would just collect some championships. But again, that's just me. I'm wired that way where I would enjoy the complacency, for lack of a better term, to some extent.
I see both of your points. I mean, I think it does come down to the individual personality. I mean, what do you what do you value? What do you value, right? I mean, sometimes for family reasons you stay where you are, sometimes for like the competition in the league you stay where you are, because some people leave Bundesliga because they don't feel a challenge, and they like if you're Bayern, you win it virtually every year. I mean, not to say that there isn't the odd team like Borussia Dortmund that wins it, or a couple other teams that are fighting you for it, but by and large, for the last 2 decades, I think there's maybe once that Bayern Munich hasn't won it.
I'd be like Chuck Noll. I'd be like, I'm just going to do this till y'all can beat me. Once you can beat me, okay, I might go somewhere and do something else, but otherwise, I'm just going to keep on.
And again, you're right. And again, there's nothing wrong with the way that you're thinking about it, right?
Yeah.
It all depends. Patrick says, like it all depends on your mentality of how you're wired, right?
Yeah.
I have this sense that Pep is that kind of person that, like, once he's gotten to the mountaintop, once he's there, he is looking for the next Mount Everest for him to climb. He's that kind of person. If you've seen him, from coaching before, and I believe it or not, like I used to kind of root for a little bit for my, Man City for a little while when I first started getting into this, and then, I don't know what happened, why I did that, but I started rooting for Tottenham then. So I agree with that, Zach.
Yeah.
Is it similar to when Alabama was running the SEC? It's like people were just like, okay, I'm kind of bored with this.
New England,
again, I think I'm more of a a Nick Saban. Like, I'm just going to keep on winning and keep on winning and keep on winning because it's doing great until something screws it up. But yeah, I could see where if Bayern's dominance is probably similar to that too. It's like, okay, we're ready for something fresh.
Well, Zach, you're probably cheering for Bayern at the moment because there's not a lot to cheer about at Chelsea. But I can't blame you for that. But yeah, I mean, I would say the same thing about France though. In the last decade, PSG by and large, not every year, but by and large, they're usually the one winning it every year, even though there's been a couple of teams like your names escape me at the moment, but like there's been a few teams other than PSG that have won it in recent years, but PSG for the last decade and a half has been dominant in Liga. I mean, there's been a few exceptions, but it's like almost like minimum expectation for a PSG manager is that you win the league. Just like for Bayern, it's almost a minimum expectation that you win the league. I mean,
that expectation alone has to be like ridiculous, right? Like you put so much pressure on people just like that.
Oh, for sure. Well, and yeah, when you're the one that everyone's target, everyone's going to play. Everyone strives to play their best game against you. Like I think about Bayern, and I think about like a team like Augsburg, who, they're just hoping to keep it close, and then they know in order to win, they've got to be clinical. And that one loss that Donnie, correct me if I'm wrong, that might still be the only loss that Bayern has this season was to Augsburg. Is that right? Or have you lost another one? I know you have a couple draws, but
I think that's the only loss.
I think that's the only loss that you've had, because most games you have a Harry Kane penalty that's been converted, or there's a wonder strike from him, or Luis Diaz has put in yet another goal. And I mean, goals all around the pitch for Bayern. I mean, it's just the other
four draws and 1 loss.
Okay. So, I mean, the other teams just don't have the depth that Bayern has.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just they don't have the resources. So, yeah, I mean, it comes to, I think I agree. It comes down to the person, but then sometimes it's just, like what motivates you. And
yeah.
So
and I don't think any other players at Tottenham are motivated by anything at the moment.
Well, you certainly wonder. I mean, now you've got, and now another interesting little mini story, I guess, for Tottenham is going to be now your goalkeeper is out for hernia surgery.
Done.
So, I mean, that was planned before the Forest game.
Yeah.
You were gonna, and it was planned intentionally to try to provide the minimal amount of disruption to Tottenham's season. So I give him credit. He was trying to think team first, but I mean, and he has to have that surgery. But now the interesting subplot is now you've got Klinsky, who was, subbed in the 19th minute of that game and, got all that coverage for, how you're destroying a keeper's confidence by bringing in, your normal number one keeper for, in the 19th minute of a game with your first sub. I mean, it's rare to see if unless it's for an injury or like a red card, it's very rare to see first half subs. Usually it's like the bare minimum. It's like 40. It's changes at halftime. So it's going to be interesting to see how Klinsky has responded to all that. But anyways, I did want to say, since we're talking about Tottenham, one thing I don't want to lose sight of is, we were talking about life being bigger than football, right? I did want to send our condolences to and our best wishes to Igor Tudor. Yep. He found out after, and Donnie, I don't know if you knew this, but after full time at the game against Forest, he found out that his father passed away.
Oh, wow.
So obviously, I don't want to, certain things are bigger than sports and football. And certainly for Igor Tudor, I know he and his family are going through a tough time. So certainly prayers and good wishes go out to Igor Tudor and his family during this difficult time, and sorry for their loss.
Yep.
So did want to say that, but anyways, that covers football for the most part.
Look at us, an hour.
I know, right? But something I know we don't normally talk about it on this show, but I did want to ask you guys, on a scale of 1 to 10, how excited are you about this being the opening week for baseball?
About time. I haven't bought my package yet, which I have to, so I can watch my games.
Oh, you had to get your Guardians.tv package?
Yeah.
Yeah. I had to help my dad get his Braves Vision package.
$100.
He's not excited.
Neither am I.
Yeah, I haven't done anything, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do because I'm, with the past few years, I've had the MLB TV package half price.
Like, I didn't.
Angels already eliminated.
By the way, Zach, I have a question to ask you about that. What's up with your team putting up like a banner for Alek Manoah? Like you've got like an entire post at Angel Stadium with Alek Manoah on it. Is that just something they do for every player, I guess? Because Jays fans are trying to figure out where like you're putting up something like marketing Alek Manoah. Shouldn't he try to have a good season first?
Oh, please don't say that.
Look at he's already talking about his team being eliminated, and Patrick's still smack talking him.
No, I said watch the Angels watch the Angels win the West now.
Bro, yeah, exactly. Right?
Exactly. Yeah. That'd be the most Angels thing.
I'm rooting for the Angels.
Zach Neto's going to be MVP.
Listen, if the Angels bring back their winged A, listen, I'm all in on the Angels. You gotta believe. I will start doing the, you know what I mean? Angels in the outfield. Let's go.
So Zach, by trying to sell tickets, are we talking that like I don't know, Jim Edmonds, Tim Salmon, Chuck Finley, Mark Langston, all of them are coming back to play some Angels baseball?
2 on, no out, down by 1. Okay.
Man, I'm invested in this game right now.
Chili Davis coming back to play some Angels baseball.
Shit, bring Reggie Jackson back. I bet he could still hit some home runs.
Oh, he could.
Reggie going to steal that base.
Or bring back Big Mo Vaughn.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a callback right there now. Yeah, but I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I haven't decided what I'm going to do about MLB TV, or if I'm going to ride it out for a little bit and see how many games I really am going to be invested in watching, or if I just watch whatever's available on the services I have.
That's the thing, though. Like I'm debating on that, right? Like, I'm so disgusted with this Guardians team right now, and so angry with them that I don't know if I want to invest the money right now, even though I might miss out on the opening weekend.
Oh, Zach, I can only imagine. Tim Salmon, was a legend in. Yeah.
I mean, I may break down and do it because I want to watch more Royals games, to be honest, this year, because a lot of the players are starting to make their way up. Are you
switching to be a Royals fan, Donnie?
Well, the Fireflies players are all starting to work their way up. So I want to keep an eye on them. So,
man. Now, if you said you were a Chris Bubich fan, I get you. I feel you, okay? But you can't become just a straight up Royals fan.
Your ass.
You what?
Eric, you're gonna whoop your ass.
Like I care.
Hey, if I could, I know you're gonna go there, Patrick. If I could afford it, I would buy a Bubich jersey just to wear it to see Eric's face.
Oh, don't listen. Stay tuned.
I ain't got that money to waste.
No, I said not a jersey, but stay tuned.
Okay.
I can't wait for that.
And put it this way, it's not an expensive option because you guys know I can't do that right now, but stay tuned.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Drew Titsworth.
Zach, you had me crying when you sent that.
I told Zach when we talked about Drew at the game, I said, man, can you imagine the girl he's dating or eventually marries, and what her parents are like sitting her down and saying, do you understand what you're doing?
I'm trying to remember.
Do you realize what you're getting yourself into?
Right. What your name's going to be.
Your name is going to be Jennifer Titsworth. You realize that.
And you better live up to it. I'm trying to remember who it was at the game. There was one during a Braves telecast. The pitcher had one name and the batter had another name, and it was unfortunate how they went together.
Oh, okay.
One was Miles Mastrobuoni, and then there was somebody. Let me see if I can find it. I'll have to send it to you guys. But
yeah, you'll have to bring.
It was Brad Hand. That's what it was. It was Brad Hand facing Miles Mastrobuoni.
Oh, Donnie. By the way, I did it. I bought the fog lights.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you got a match. You can't have like dull yellow fog lights and bright white, new headlights.
I'm gonna put them up for the test tomorrow on my way to the gym at 4:30 in the morning.
Yes, sir.
So,
yeah, I'm super excited for the start. Not only that, but minor league baseball. I was telling Ed this morning, I didn't think about this because we're going to be out of town when the Fireflies open the season in 2 weeks. But this coming weekend is the Charlotte Knights have a home stand over the weekend ahead of that. I'm like, ooh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, Gwinnett Stripers open up this weekend too. They have a home series this weekend.
And Greenville Drive have a home series next week as well. Not that I'm going to go, but I looked at this. I was just looking in the surrounding area and see like if there a Tuesday or Wednesday game I could potentially, drive to and see a game before we go on our trip, just to get an extra mile. My goal is to hit 50 stadiums this year. I got 49 last year, and I think I got like 47 the year before.
My goal is to hit 5.
Or games, excuse me, like 50 games.
I was going to say, because like if that's the case, then I'm out.
50 games.
Listen, I'm hoping to make 5 games.
Yeah, I think I can. This year, I'm trying to go a little bit more Salamanders games.
Yeah.
Definitely to some Devil Dogs, right? I got that relationship building over there, so I don't want to miss out on that, right? By the way, June 13th, boys and girls, uh, here in Zebulon, right? Your boys' team, the Broken Bat Baseball Club, will be playing the Rally Kudzu in the afternoon, the first game of the day, and then stay tuned afterwards. There it is. That's my beautiful hat right there.
Yes,
and then afterwards, you can stay and watch the Devil Dogs play. Right. So tickets are going to be. I'm going to have a link coming up soon. And then we'll give you more details on everything, but I'm very excited. So I just wanted to put that out there. So thank you.
Do they have their schedule out to know who they're playing that day, or have they not?
I think it is out here. Let me check.
Okay. Right, I was just curious which team they were playing that day. Yeah, I'm going to try to make it to more Blowfish games this year. I've done a poor job the last season or so getting to enough games, but when they play like on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, there's no reason why I shouldn't drive over there. I mean, it's literally a mile from the house.
All right, so
it's like $9 to go get a ticket and just sit there and watch a baseball game, especially with the new AstroTurf field they've got. I want to go check that out, and yeah, definitely go try to hit a handful of games.
The Devil Dogs will play the Morehead City Marlins.
Oh, okay.
Ooh,
that'd be a good game. I haven't seen Morehead City.
Is that the same weekend as your game?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's the same day. Yeah, they played
the same day. Well, so they play at 6:30. So we would play, I think, around 10:30, 11, right? Do a full 9-inning game, couple of hours in between, and then boom. You know what I'm saying?
My man, Buddy Bengal will probably be there then.
Who?
The owner of the Morehead City Marlins.
Oh, gotcha. And so,
Buddy's a good dude.
So I'm very excited for that. That's pretty cool stuff. I'm excited.
Yeah. I think he's a former guest on Baseball by Design and on Earn Fun Average podcast. So,
you're right. You're 100% right.
Yeah. He's been on both, I believe. So yeah.
I'm very excited.
So who do the Yankees open up against, Donnie?
They're on the West Coast start. I know they are at the Giants for the Giants home opener, which I kind of wish we could go back and do that this year. I think it might be Seattle. I think they might be Seattle and then the Giants or something. Let me look. I'll check real quick.
What about the Guardians, Ed?
I'm looking right now. I knew you were going to ask that, so I was going to go look at that now. The 2026 regular season. I knew it. It's a West Coast.
I think a lot of teams run
at Mariners.
The Guardians start out against the Mariners.
Mm-hmm. It's usually in the West Coast for Cleveland.
It's actually, so they actually open at San Francisco. So 3 games at San Francisco, then go to Seattle. It's not the other way around.
So you get the Netflix game, huh?
Yep, you get the Netflix game. So I'll be able to watch
that on opening day. Is your opening day game on Netflix?
That's in 2 days. That's this Wednesday, the 25th.
Is that Wednesday? Oh wow.
Yeah.
The 26th is the start for Cleveland. So I'm probably gonna end up waiting until they start, because then it's Mariners. So it's a 4-game series against the Mariners and a 2-game series against the Dodgers. All of them, in the West Coast. So it's like there's no point for me to do anything, because they don't play until April 3rd, which is in Cleveland. It's in a 14 game. So I still got a little bit of time to get some purchase the MLB package.
Yeah.
And see, I get 2 out of the 3 Giants games. I get Netflix game on the opening on Wednesday, and then the Saturday games on Fox, and then next Tuesday against the Mariners is on TBS. So I got 3 3 available to me to watch if I want without getting anything.
Well, that's what happens when you have the whole menu of streaming options available to you.
I am actually very intrigued by this, and the MLB on Netflix. I'm intrigued. I'm not saying that I'm going to like it or dislike it. I'm just saying that I think it's very interesting because I think they did a pretty good job considering with the NFL. Now the boxing thing, I could care less. I don't give a shit about boxing. Sorry for those boxing fans. I'm sorry, but
did they make a deal with that Zuffa boxing? Did they make a deal with Zuffa boxing and all them?
Jake Paul could kiss my ass.
Oh yeah.
And so I do not care.
Well, it's the only thing I have no problem with Netflix having a game per se. My problem is that when you're paying for like an MLB.TV or a Guardians.TV or
Yankees fan, listen,
like Yankees, like it's like you're paying
how many streaming
$149 or $139 and whatever it is, and you can't even watch all 162 games.
Sorry, Zach, I'm going to disagree with you there. I can't, like, boxing lots is flair for me a long time ago. I can't.
I gotta disagree too, Zach.
I can't do that anymore. I tried. It's just
it used to be a thing. It's not for me at all anymore. I couldn't even tell you who a boxer is right now.
Listen, if I want to see big paydays, all I do is go and look at Donnie's bank statements. I don't need to watch a boxing match.
You know what made it even worse for me? Boxing, honestly, no joke. Like Jake Paul made it. I hate it. Like he made me hate boxing.
Yeah,
I have the utmost hate. Not gonna lie. I truly do have the utmost hate for that dude. So.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm gonna tell people to get off my lawn, but I miss like the Lennox Lewises and the Riddick Bows and the
Tito Trinidad.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Like I miss that era of boxing. Even Klitschko, to a maybe a lesser degree, but I'm like Foreman, I'm like Lewis, I'm Ali. I mean like Frazier.
Yeah.
I mean Buster Douglas. Like those are the kind of fighters that I like.
Back in my day.
I mean, I like some Manny Pacquiao later. That was a good one too.
Yeah.
But that's when it started tailing off for me, is around that point.
Yeah. I never enjoyed Floyd Mayweather, even though, he has a sterling record. I just never enjoyed his boxing.
No, me neither.
No, I can agree. We can all agree there. Yeah, I'm with you there.
Yeah. But I agree with you on Jake Paul too, Ed. I'm not a fan. That's just me personally. I mean,
personally, professionally,
listen, Jake Paul to me will always be the guy from Disney Channel.
Jake Paul to me will be the little piece of shit from Cleveland.
Because a little known fact that people don't realize now is that Jake Paul was on Disney Channel before he ever started doing all this reality stuff.
Oh wow!
So, and I didn't even watch the show he was on. I just remembered. So I'm like, isn't that the guy from that show I don't watch? And sure enough, it was him. And I was like, I thought he was annoying on that show. So mine goes straight from the first time I saw him on television, and that was before YouTube. So,
or like the Vine days,
I'll put it this way: if it maybe Vine was first, and then that's how we got onto Disney Channel. I don't know. I didn't take the time to learn his career because I just don't care.
Neither did I.
Yeah, so
like
I don't know the timeline. I just remembered that the first time I ever saw him was not Vine; it was on Disney Channel. Yeah. So, anyways, so there's that. And the Blue Jays opened up at home, which is a rare thing for them these days.
Yeah, but you have a dome.
We do, and we're playing the A's, so we have a very,
interesting.
Yeah, it has a chance to be a kind opening to the season because after that we have the Rockies. So,
well, you're the American League champion, right?
Yeah, but the A's to me have a scary good lineup.
No, I'm not saying about that, but I'm just saying like you have to be at home opening week. Like you're the American League champion.
Yeah.
So, raising your banner, your American League championship banner, your ring and all that. So you have to be at home.
Yeah. Yeah. It's going to be cool to see, but but the A's are not, I think, are a really solid team, they've got a 1 through 9 lineup is so good. They've got, that's the one thing they don't have, Zach, is they have no pitching. When Luis Severino is your opening day starter, that's a problem. But
they overpaid for him too.
Well, they did because they had no choice because if they wanted any pitching, they had to overpay. Especially when your home stadium is a minor league ballpark. No disrespect to the River Cats, but
it shouldn't be any disrespect. That's all their fault or their ownership.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's not a disrespect to the Sacramento River Cats. It's a fact of the matter. I mean, when you're playing at Sutter Health Ballpark, where the ball is which is like a launching pad for major league players.
Yeah.
And probably I'm giving too much credence to that lineup, because you can certainly pad your stats by playing, half of your games at a minor league ballpark. But having watched them even in Toronto last year, like Soderstrom is turning into a really nice player. Denzel Clark, Jacob Wilson's a hit machine. Nick Kurtz obviously can hit the cover off a baseball. So they've got some really good pieces positionally. Not to mention Brent Rooker. Brent Rooker is another good player. So they've got a lineup that keeps them in ball games, even if their pitching doesn't. So
I got you.
It'll be interesting to see what happens. I mean, it's it'll be a test to start the season, but I'm just excited regardless that baseball's back.
Same.
Absolutely.
Did you guys buy your new season hat?
Not yet.
I don't normally buy a new Yankees hat to start the season.
It's the same thing every year. They don't change.
Yeah, it's like they're most boring when it comes to merchandise,
which is disappointing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much. I need to just start getting a Royals hat to start the season.
Don't do that now.
Since Zach's in our chat, Zach, can you tell me? Let's talk a little NHL for a second. Who's at the top of the Pacific Division?
Ooh.
Zach, can you tell me
Zach,
that?
Are you gonna take that from him?
Oh no, this is a good thing. That's not me taking a shot at him.
They like the same team, Ed.
Yeah, we do. I'm trying to think. There was a team that beat the Sabres in overtime last night. Who is that hockey team?
I'm looking at them right now. Look at them.
Let's see.
It looks like a duck and it walks like a duck and it quacks like a duck.
Fly together. Yes, sir.
Hey,
yes, sir. Fly together.
Who's at the top of the Metropolitan?
Oh, we're not going to talk about that.
Oh, why?
Don't you guys? What are you guys on? Like 90 plus points?
Yeah, 96.
I was going to say, because do they have the best record in hockey? Or is that the Avalanche?
45-19.
Avalanche by one.
By one.
I was going to say, I knew.
Well, they have 102 points.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the Avalanche
already clinched, and so did the Dallas Stars.
Stars and Avalanche. Two teams in the West have already clinched, and nobody in anything else has.
Well, I'll put it this way: I was very grateful that the Ducks are playing in the Pacific.
By the way, Donnie, no disrespect. I'm very happy to see that where the Panthers are at this year.
Man, the mighty have fallen,
dude. Hard
this year. I don't get it.
The Ducks are not on the level
wild card.
Yeah, the Ducks are not on the level of like a lot of the league leaders across hockey. They're kind of in the lower tier of the division winners, but I don't really care because you know what?
Who gives a shit?
Because
they're going so under the radar.
After years of being next to last or last in the Western Conference and fighting with the Sharks, who have also massively improved, by the way. Well done to San Jose. They're not quite there, but they're almost there.
Yeah. What pisses me off about the NHL is the Utah Mammoth.
What makes you mad about the Utah Mammoth, Ed?
Because this is the same team in Phoenix.
Yeah.
The Coyotes.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden, the Coyotes couldn't do anything for years, and now they're good?
Right.
And what is... Oh, yeah. Yeah. Zach, unfortunately, I have to agree with you on that. That's what I'm afraid of. But you know what? We can be happy that we can even talk playoffs again, Zach. I mean, let's face it. It's been so long that, you know what? I'm but Dostal does give me a little. He's cost us some points this season. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
But the thing that gets me about the Panthers is the Checkers had. I mean, they were a game or so away from winning the AHL championship. they had some really good players on that team, and they traded all of those guys rather than move them up. I'm like, what in the hell? Like, you didn't bring the guys up that were right behind the NHL guys. Instead, you went with this team and just like fell off the cliff.
Yeah. To Zach's point, the Ducks, it's almost like we have to score 4 or 5 goals a game because we're going to concede 3 or 4 goals a game too, which is not a sustainable thing when you place the good teams in the playoffs. Because what do they have? Most of them have decent goaltenders. So I was thrilled last night when they beat the Sabres, who have been over the course of the season a better team than the Ducks. So maybe it gave me a little bit of hope that maybe we can stick with some of these teams. I don't think we're winning a Stanley Cup this season, but Joel Quenneville, I always pronounce that wrong, but he's done a good job in his first season on the Ducks bench. So
did you
like
see
him, like him or not, he's had he's had his misgivings in the past. I mean, that we have to acknowledge, but he's a good hockey coach. Got to tighten up the defense, but he's a good coach.
Did you see the announcement today about the Hurricanes and Kraken playing the international game in November in Helsinki? That'd be interesting.
Yeah.
They're going to play 2 games in November in Helsinki that'll be league games.
Zach, I agree.
I was going to mention that because I was going to read off the Atlantic. You got the Buffalo Sabres, the Tampa Bay Lightning, and then the Montreal Canadiens, right?
Yep.
In the Metropolitan, you got the Carolina Hurricanes. Whoop, whoop, let's go. The Pittsburgh Penguins, and then the Columbus Blue Jackets. And the Columbus Blue Jackets were not a good team last year.
Mm-mm.
And let's face, and for those that don't know, they had a coaching change mid-season, and they had essentially he was a former coach, but he was working as a TV analyst for part of this season, and he came in, took over the team, and has done a fantastic job getting them to the position that they are right now.
And then just to finish out the wild card in that division, Boston Bruins and the New York Islanders right now.
The Islanders.
I feel bad for Matthews and the Toronto Maple Leafs. That was a devastating injury. Dirty play too.
Yeah, Toronto needs a complete rebuild.
That's a team that needs to just from the ground up. Just
they do.
Clear house.
I mean, listen, you guys well know Toronto's hockey. Maple Leafs fans have been suffering for years. And sometimes they set themselves up for it. They're like
they do
every year. It's almost like Cowboys fans. It's like
they're the Cowboys.
This is the year we're going to win the Stanley Cup.
And no, you're not.
And they should have probably done it about 3 or 4 years ago. Oh, you know what? That ain't a bad call. That is not a bad call. That is not a bad call.
He's not wrong. He's not wrong.
That is not a bad call. But it's funny in Toronto how, and Joe can speak probably better to this than I can, but there's sort of a little rivalry and a dislike between Jays fans and Leafs fans, because obviously, with Leafs fans don't like that the Jays have been the hot topic of conversation because of their success.
Yeah,
they want to be the preeminent sports franchise in Toronto, but when the Leafs are playing the way that they are, when they've got 71 points in 71 games, no one's going to talk about them.
Yeah.
But my favorite part of this Eastern Conference season is that the New York Rangers are at the bottom of the
right at the bottom. I'm good with that.
And that makes me very happy.
I'm good with that. I'm also good with the Florida Panthers not being nowhere near playoff contention. I like the Minnesota Wild. That's another team that we here at the Rivera household we like to follow. So happy to see the Minnesota Wild making it to the still in the playoff hunt, right?
But I'll tell you this: there's been one standout for a team that's just like oof this season, and that's the Vancouver Canucks.
I was just going to say that officially eliminated.
But I mean, like they're not just the worst by a little bit,
by a lot.
They're the worst by like 14 points.
Jesus, they've only have 50 points.
Yeah, and aren't they, am I wrong, Ed? Correct me if I'm wrong. Are they the only team that's like officially eliminated?
They're the only team officially eliminated.
Okay, because I remember I was like,
that's bad, bro.
I just don't remember the last time that I remember. And don't get me wrong, Anaheim's had a couple of those type seasons, in recent years.
Yeah,
but I don't remember the last time I remember seeing Vancouver this bad. I mean, they're not, they're not like the upper echelon, but this is kind of in the middle of the pack,
right?
Most years. But I mean, Ed, you know hockey better than I do, but like it's yeah. Am I wrong on that, or have they been this bad and I just didn't realize it? Or
they haven't been this bad. They've been a little competitive. They haven't been nowhere near close to the playoff, right? Okay. But they haven't been to the level of that they are right now, right? This is.
You two know your hockey better than I do, so.
But here's the thing, though, like to see the Chicago Blackhawks down there, that's wild to me.
Yeah, because after they got Bedard, you thought they were gonna turn things around. They have not.
Nothing, dude. It's been bad.
It's been awful. It's been awful.
And so
ever since ironically Joel Quenneville left, that's been. I think they could have had those problems even if he had stayed, but that was sort of a turning of the tide.
And Chicago was one of those teams that when you always watch, I was like, man, they were always in it, right? And all of a sudden they have just been atrocious.
I mean, they had some, they just had this solid core that, that won. I mean, yeah. But it's been a rough few years in Chicago for the Blackhawks.
Yeah.
What's this? This is at least 4 or 5 years I can think of where they've been near the bottom. But you know what they're going to do? They'll probably win the lottery again and get the number 1 pick. Even though I have a problem with I think the worst team with the worst record should at least at the very least should have the number 1 pick.
Yeah,
I don't like this lottery system where
I hate the lottery system in the NBA. I hate the lottery system in the NHL. It is absolutely dumb.
Just give the worst team the pick. If you're worried about tanking, then manage your teams better.
Right. Yeah.
Agreed.
Well said. But my biggest problem in the NHL. I don't need to rehash that. We've already been over that multiple times.
What?
So I know, right? I know. I know. Well, anything else, guys?
Oh, you were talking about the Islanders real quick. Did you guys see that the New York Islanders are moving their AHL team from Bridgeport, Connecticut, right there near them to Hamilton, Ontario?
No.
Really?
They're relocating them to Hamilton, Ontario.
They're going to do away with that fisherman's logo, style that Bridgeport has?
I don't know. But the funniest thing is that's who we played last Saturday when Rhonda and I were at the game in Charlotte.
I didn't hear that.
Was the Bridgeport Islanders. And the funniest thing is they put up on the board because we were winning the game. I think it started the third period, in between second and third period. They put a map of the U.S. up there, and it said Connecticut, not an island, and then it said Bridgeport, not an island.
Oh my god!
I was like, that was the funniest troll job right there for the Bridgeport Islanders.
That's awesome. Yeah,
they announced that I think yesterday or day before that
I missed that.
They're pulling their team out of Bridgeport, moving them to Hamilton.
I also think that with the same rules that apply to the Major League Baseball in the NHL, you should not be named after your parent club. It's just
I agree.
It
goes without saying.
Yeah.
Well, maybe this is a chance for them to rebrand. I don't see them being the Hamilton Islanders.
Right.
But maybe I'm wrong.
Especially in Canada.
Yeah. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
No, that would be all sorts of bad.
Yeah. So we'll see.
I agree.
But good conversation tonight, guys. Anything else before we wrap up?
No, I think we covered it pretty good tonight, man.
All right.
Good conversation.
Good conversation. If you've enjoyed this, if you've joined us for the first time, for some of you that maybe were first time in the chat, make sure to follow us. Join us again tomorrow night at 8 o'clock Eastern time. with the DHC Sports Show with these two gentlemen, along with up to 2 others, including us. Yes,
we didn't get a final from Phil. Phil, are you still out there? And is there a final on that game?
Yeah, I was involved already. I'm all the way in.
Yeah, he left us hanging. They were 2 on, no outs, down by 1 at 9:30. So I thought it was another update I'd missed, but it was not. So
how's Midland Valley doing?
We'll give him a second to chime in.
Text the man to be like, "What's up, man? We need an update, bro."
Yeah, like you updated us throughout the game. We didn't get they unfortunately they might have lost. He might have been like, okay.
Well, no, they were only in
he
the
might
fifth.
have been like, man, fuck this.
They were only in the 5th when they did that. Did they play 7 innings at that level? Or did they play 9?
They don't play 9. I think it must be 7.
Well, listen, Zach had me with Toronto's the Tottenham of the NHL, so I was.
That's the comment of the night.
Ooh. You know what? I'm giving that one a star.
Let's take a look here. I'm looking at the comments. We scored 6 runs in that inning, 6 out of the win.
I was going to see if Midland Valley had a
middle 5th, BC 10, Midland. Yeah, I think it's only 7.
Yeah, I was going to see if Midland Valley baseball had like a website where they keep up with it.
Otherwise, we'll keep you posted tomorrow. We'll let you know what the final score.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Well, thank you all for joining us tonight, and we will see you tomorrow night. And again, DHC Sports Show, 8 o'clock, 7 Central. And until then, have a good night.
Deuces.
Bye.
Let's tell goodbye to them boys. All right, now. Okay, bye.